Hi guys, I'm skiwithpete, and today we're checking out the Vortex CORE. This is a brand new, unreleased 40% keyboard from Vortex. Now, you probably know of Vortex already. Vortex are the makers of the Poker 2, the Poker 3 keyboards, and now they're just about to release a brand new 40% keyboard. This is the CORE, and you can see on the top here, you got that beautiful CORE graphic kind of dug into the box. It's a really quality. It's a really nice box, and look at this. It's magnetic. You see that? That's a magnetic flap. Okay, let's go back to the overhead just to get inside of it. That is the 40% keyboard. Okay, taking a quick look back this way, you can see the 40% there, but you've also got this. Okay, so taking a look, you can see the 40% keyboard here, but you can also see this. This was recently showed off on Reddit/r mechanical keyboards. It says, find our latest philosophy and enjoy your feeling. So this is a 40% keyboard from Vortex. Even though I had a look in the box a little earlier, I haven't actually pulled this out, so I have no idea about how this works or anything. Let's go on and get inside. So the package design of this is definitely beautiful. Let's just have one more quick look around the outside of the box. There's absolutely nothing on it. Nothing on either side. It's completely black and beautiful. There is nothing. Let's get back inside here. Okay. Flipping this open. It looks like I meant to pull these two tabs here. So I'm just going to pull those up. That pulls up the keyboard. Great. Look at that. Okay. Putting that off over to the side. And then under here, we have, we just have a USB cable. This USB cable is nothing special, but I can tell you that it's a USB micro. USB micro, not a USB mini, as you might typically expect to find. Okay, that's it. That's all you can find inside the box. Let me just put this back. And here, let's put that off to the side. Okay, now for the keyboard. I'm going to dig my finger down on that side, pull this out. Oh, beauty. All right, so what do we got here? We got a 40% keyboard. These are like DSA-shaped keycaps. I'm just going to switch you over to the action cam here so you can take a look. That's the shape of the keycaps. Nice floating board here. It looks like it's got... It does. That's an aluminum CNC base. There's no angle on it, but it is gorgeous. It is beautifully refined. This says CORE, enjoy your feeling. And this says engineering sample. Let me just switch over to the action cam here. Engineering sample. So we do know that this is not the final release of this board, but that is gorgeous. One interesting thing we can see here is that the numbers are written on the side of the keyboard. Because there's no number row, we need to find out different ways of accessing our numbers. So I'm just going to show you here with the action cam. So here you can see the side printing on those keycaps. The side printing is how you're going to access the number row and other functions. What's interesting about this keyboard is that the side printing suggests that the F row is up here and the number row is down there, which is different than I have ever configured a 40% keyboard. Now, besides that, I don't really know much about this keyboard. It didn't come with any instructions. I really don't know. I don't know how to program it. I don't know anything. So I'm learning with you guys. Let's just take a bit more of a look. So I've already talked about the CNC base. This is a 40% layout on top. This would be the equivalent of like the JD45 because it has some extra keys here that you wouldn't find on a pure 40 key keyboard. What you can see is that this bottom row has 1.25s, then 3 1 keys, then a large spacebar which is stabilized, and a small spacebar which is not stabilized. I'm not exactly sure what size these keys are. I'm going to say that's 2.75. I'm going to say that's 1.5, maybe 1.75. No, it is one. That's 1.75. Now this keyboard is a clicky keyboard. I'm not sure what the... Not sure at all, in fact. That is a blue. That is a cherry blue. Cherry blue. But it's an unusual cherry blue because it's sealed. Do you guys see that? Where the... So there's no hole in there for an LED. That is definitely blue switch. Cherry blues. Okay, and again, as I said, these are DSA shaped keycaps. These are die sub keycaps. Let me zoom in again to just show this off. So you can see that this keycap has the word escape written on the top, or ESC for escape. But you'll see under here, you can't see the lettering through it, which means that it's a single shot. This is different than some of the other keycaps. Let me just grab one by example here. This 1-up keycap from Signature Plastics is a double shot keycap, and you can see what that means. The double shot means that it's coming through. These could well be PBT. I'm not really sure what type these keycaps are. So a 40% keyboard like this is very small, and it's nice to see probably what's the first mass-produced 40% keyboard. I don't know that I've seen a mass-produced 40% keyboard come from any of the big brands up until now. It's really cool, and it's a real pleasure to be able to type on it. So the Cherry MX Blues are very nice. I personally would have preferred it if it was on a steeper angle, just so it was easier for me to use, but still this has a very nice aesthetic. Definitely has a nice travel to it. And these are scoops. The F and J are scooped keycaps. They're not nibbled. Besides that, I know very little about this, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get inside of it. Let's do that. So, as you guys will know, this is an engineering sample, so this may not be indicative of the final product. But they did send this to me for review. And I don't know if they thought that my review was going to include me ripping it open, but that's what I'm doing. Don't forget to check out the About section below for relevant links to everything you see on the desk, minus this keyboard. Wow. Okay. Lots to learn. First thing to say is this is beautiful. This is beautifully machined. Expertly done. That looks great. Let's just put that aside for the sec. And let's zoom in on this. See what we can see inside of this keyboard. Okay, the first thing to say is you can see these are LEDs. And I'm going to say that those are RGB LEDs because they have 4-pin outs. So one would be the electricity going in, and the other 3 would be R, G, and B. So this is going to be an RGB backlit keyboard. That's pretty insane. So that tells us why the switches on top are these clear housed cherries. That's exactly what they're going to be for. And you can see here that they're actually milk bottom clear topped cherry switches, which is pretty cool. That'll help with light diffusion. This is a metal top plate here. That's a metal top plate. I'm just going to take a quick look to see if I can see. I'm going to need more light than I can show on camera, so I'm just going to go check out what this chip is. Unfortunately, I can't tell what type of chip it is. What I can say for sure is it's not an Atmel. That's a Holtec chip, the HT32F1654. Okay, well that's been the inside of this. You can see here, well, these are the pegs. This is the USB micro. But you can see here that there's like a little pad for attachment there. I wonder if that's going to be for a future Bluetooth version of this. I do hope so. There's another little pad there too. Interesting. Again, engineering samples, so difficult to say if this is exactly the way it's going to end up in the end. Well, I'm going to say, I mean, having been the owner of a Poker 2 and of a Poker 3, I'm going to say this is easily the best put together board that Vortex has ever made. The CNCing of the base is gorgeous, and unlike any of their other products, it is absolutely stunning. The keycaps of the Poker 2 are amongst my favorite keycaps of all time. This is a delight. This thing, it's just a beautifully thin constructed. It just exudes quality. It really does. Unfortunately, as I said, this doesn't come with any instructions, so I really have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to plug it in and I'll do a little typing test, and then I'll do a follow-up video with how to program it later after I do some more research. Okay, just about to plug it in here. Just going to do a quick little typing test here. So I just did a quick little typing test on it. I straight away noticed that the apostrophe key is missing. What's really unusual is that I don't know where the apostrophe key has been placed. There's no sense of it here. You know what? I just found it. It's under the B. I don't know how I would ever have found that, but it is unusual. I would love to get to programming this, but it came with no instructions whatsoever. So I'll need to go. I'll need to go and research more about this. Well, guys, thanks for checking out the Vortex 40% Core keyboard. This, as I said, is an unreleased keyboard. We don't know the pricing or availability of it yet. For me, it's going to take a bit of getting used to. I don't know how to program it. Because I don't know how to program it yet, I won't be doing that in this video. I'll be doing that in a follow-up. The construction of it seems excellent. The Cherry RGB switches seem excellent. They have a real nice sound to them, real nice feel. The RGB-ness, of course, will be great once I figure out how to use it. At the moment, I have no idea at all what I'm doing there. So thank you to Vortex for sending this through. I really do appreciate it. My audience definitely appreciates it. If you guys have seen this or have tried one of these out into the future, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions about it, don't be afraid to ask. Either me or somebody else will get back to you very soon. Check the About section for relevant links to this and everything you can see on my desk. And don't forget, if you want to support this channel, you can do so on Patreon. That's also in the About section below. Thanks again for tuning in today, guys. We'll see you again soon.